Good morning, one and all present over here. Myself, Harsita Himangi of class 9A of Kendriya Vidyalaya number 3 Bhubaneswar. Today I am going to present my National Children's Science Congress project. The focal theme of my project is Understanding Ecosystem for Health and Well-being, and the sub-theme of my project is Fostering Health, Nutrition and Well-being. The name of my project is Use of Packet Food Increases Plastic Waste and Promotes Junk Food, Health of School Children a Matter of Concern. I have done this project under the direct guidance and supervision of Mr. Suresh Kumar Sahu, PGT Chemistry. Here you can see it is a photo with our principal Dr. A.K. Mishra and my guide teacher Mr. Suresh Kumar Sahu. As we all know that plastic is a very harmful substance. It is mostly non-biodegradable in nature. It causes many harm to our ecosystem. I don't want to discuss more about this topic as we all are aware of this. Nowadays, eating more ultra-processed food is linked to obesity and other risk factors like high blood pressure and insulin resistance in kids. At every stage of its life cycle, it possesses distinct risks to human life. And it contains polystyrene, which is very bad for human health. In adults also, eating more ultra-processed food is linked with certain kinds of cancer and heart diseases. If we see the project objective, and then it is that to know the amount of plastic waste generated daily, weekly or monthly basis by our school children. The type of plastic generated by our school children, what type of food are they taking, and how the ecosystem and health both are affecting due to it, and finally the role for the future. Here is the project methodology. It is as follows. Collection of data. Both primary and secondary data is collected. Primary data is collected with the help of a questionnaire form, and the secondary data is collected with different sorts of magazine and other publications of different projects reports based on plastic and junk food habits. Interpretation of data. Both primary and secondary data is interpreted through statistical devices and using mathematical tools. Then analysis of data. The collected data are analyzed through tabular and graphical representation. As you can see on this chart, it shows the tabular and graphical representation, and it is the analysis of the data. Now the top point is sample size. The project is based on random sampling and the total sample size is 109. And there are many limitations in doing this project. Some of the limitations are listed here. Such type of form is new to the students. It is very difficult to explain everything in detail. Then the child's fear was also an issue to get the true information. And time is the major constraint. As I have my periodic test too earlier, so I didn't concentrate on this. That's the reason why time is a major constraint. And here is the project work plan. First of all, collection of ideas. Then I prepared the participant questionnaire. Then finally, with the help of my friend Arpita Sahu, I collected sample from Kendriya Vidyalaya number 3 students. Then the data is analyzed and interpreted, hence we reached our conclusion. Here is the questionnaire. In this questionnaire, the participant or the child have to fill some of the information. It includes personal information like name of the student, age, sex, school, height in centimeters and weight in kgs. And daily activities information also to be filled by the students. Even we have collected the data regarding habits of electronic devices uses. The child have to fill the following data that is given on this participant questionnaire. It is also mentioned to fill the physical activity habits and food habits. Here is the data analysis and interpretation of my study. This is a tabular representation which shows the plastic waste generated by Kendriya Vidyalaya number 3 students. It is the box of the sample size 109. Here different types of common items such as Maggi, mixture, bread, jam, etc. are mentioned, and even duration of time is given that when the child is taking this all, like on daily basis, once a week, twice a week, thrice a week, 4 times a week, once a month. Even the never section is mentioned here. And the total sample size is 109. If we take Maggi as an example, then 5 students have mentioned that they are taking Maggi on daily basis. And 41 students have mentioned that they are taking Maggi once a week. 32 students said that they are taking Maggi twice a week. 6 students said that they are taking Maggie thrice a week, 4 students said that they are taking Maggie 4 times a week, and 13 students said that they are taking Maggie once a month. Even 6 students have mentioned that they never take Maggie. These are some of the limitations, as I think this data is incorrect. The child who have felt that they have not taken Maggie or they never take Maggie. But these are some of the limitations. Likewise, the data is collected and it is represented in the tabular form. If we see the monthly packet waste by our Kendra Vidyalaya students of this 109 sample size, then it is 13,971. But if we see the plastic waste generated by whole Kendra Vidyalaya number 3 students, approximately there are 2,000 students, which is equal to 2,56,348 number of plastic packets waste. Similarly, here is the graphical representation of the given data. You can see, if we see on yearly basis, it is 30,76,176, which is very high. Also in the questionnaire, we have collected the data regarding habits of electronic devices uses per day, junk food habits, and the exercise habits. Here the habit of electronical device is mentioned. 35 students have mentioned that they have the habit of using electronic devices from 0 to 2 hours. 17 students said that they have the habit of using electronic devices 2 to 3 hours. 23 students said that they have the habit of using electronic devices 3 to 4 hours. Likewise, this data is collected. But here 13 students have mentioned that they have the habit of using electronic devices more than 6 hours a day, which is very high and very harmful for their health. But not even a single student have mentioned that they do not have the habit of using electronic device. Similarly, the data of junk food habits is taken and interpreted here. You can see 4 students have mentioned that they are consuming junk food on daily basis. 48 students said that they are consuming junk food once a week. 17 students said that they are consuming junk food twice a week, and likely the data is collected. Here is the exercise habit. 27% of the students have said they have the practice of doing exercise regularly, which is very good for human health. We all must adore it and also have and practice to do yoga and exercise every day. And here 59% of the students have mentioned that they have the habit of doing exercise often, which can be taken into the group of no exercise, because we don't know whether they are exercising once a week or once a yearly basis. And 14% of the students have directly written on the form that they do not do exercise at all. And here is the AIP growth chart of this given information, which is collected with the help of the app AIP growth chart. This app is suggested by Dr. Palas Das. For better doubt clearance, I with my guide teacher went to KIMS hospital and asked her about this. Then she said that earlier I have found the BMI rate according to adults, which is weight in kgs by height in meters square, but she suggested me to find with this application, as it is a better way of finding the BMI rate of children, because the BMI rate of adults and children is different from each other. So with the help of this app, and it is in committee of 2014 and under an educational grant from Juventus, I have found this data, and this data shows that 38% of the students are in the range of normal, 27% of the students are in the range of overweight, but 34% of the students are in the range of obese. Even in our sample collection, one of the student, that means 1% of the student is found underweight. You can see that here the plastic waste is increasing day by day. Now the question arises that who is promoting plastic waste? We can see that plastic waste is promoted due to plastic food, that means packet food, the consumption of packet food. Mostly the parents are working parents, and they are also allowing it because it is tasty and time saving, and it is easily available everywhere. Therefore, the parents are promoting the plastic packets waste, as they are encouraging the child to eat packet food. It is a matter of concern that we can see if a single school can produce such a huge number of plastic packets waste, then there are 40 lakh plus schools in India. Can you even imagine the number of plastic packets waste? Now in our Kendra Vidyalaya number 3, after this data is represented in front of our principal sir, he suggested to do an awareness program and wrote a letter to the King's Hospital, and this awareness program is held in our school, Kendra Vidyalaya number 3. Dietitian Santoshi Rani Sahu discussed about obesity and other risk factors related to obesity. Even I have given a talk in this awareness program. And here a committee was set up in the primary section to monitor whether the child is bringing packet food in the lunch break or cooked food in the lunch break. Here is the photo gallery. First of all, sample collection in the presence of our guide teacher, Mr. Suresh Kumar Sahu. Then sample collection from senior students. And it is a visit to Kims Hospital with guide teacher. Discussion with Dr. Ratikanta Tripathi regarding NCSC project. And guide teacher with Dr. Palas Das at Kims. Doubt clearance from Dr. Palas Das at Kims. Some of the valuable instructions given from Dr. Palas Das at Kims. It is on a science museum at Kims. And it is a glimpse of the awareness program held in our Kendra Vidyalaya number 3. Even principal sir have said our nurse ma'am to write the BMI rate of each and every student on the health report card. Hence, we reach the conclusion that the number of plastic waste is increasing. We can see that if a single school is producing such a huge number of plastic waste, that is 30,76,176 number of plastic packets waste, then there are 14 lakh plus schools in India. How can you even imagine the number of plastic waste produced by these all schools and how it is affecting our ecosystem? It is a matter of concern. And I have also written regarding the solution of this problem. And the solution can be the government should impose strict laws regarding not to throw plastic here and there. No plastic should touch the ground. It should be segregated for further processing. It should be put in designated center for further processing. And the parents also understand, the parents must understand the value of cooked food instead of packed food. And by this our ecosystem will be in a much better condition. With this, thank you.